What is up, everybody? It's your boy Versity here today. And don't you just love the Game Pass police? The people who just want to police how you play your games on Xbox. Now, this is fascinating because Game Pass has been around for a few years now. It's a subscription service where you get to play a large amount of games for a set price. But people are really annoyed by that if you choose just to only play Game Pass. Why does that affect them? Who knows? But they're definitely going to tell you that if you got Game Pass, you must buy other games that's on Game Pass. Apparently, when it's like it's your money, you can do what you want to do with it. But there are people out there who want to tell you how to use your money for whatever reason. So this is a post that is just so ridiculous. I just had to mention it. Xbox gamers who won't play any game unless it's on Game Pass are effing annoying. Apparently, you decided to just play only Game Pass games is really bothering this guy. I don't know how it's affecting him, but it's affecting him in some way, shape, or form. Then he says, guys, I know not all Xbox gamers are like this. I'm an Xbox gamer and I don't do this. And if you know not all Xbox gamers are like this, then why even mention it to begin with? And why does it affect you if they are like this? Why do you care? Like, each time you see one of these big third-party games, this AAA, big budget, that's not in Game Pass, they always are in the top-selling list. Like, I'm pretty sure Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, when that game releases, it's going to be in the top-selling list. It's not going to be on Game Pass day one. So, I don't know why this is even a thing. First was the narrative from Sony fanboys that say Xbox gamers only play games on Game Pass, which was completely false. But if they did, why does that affect them? It's just this whole police and other adults and what they do is just crazy to me. It's like if somebody just only watched Netflix for their form of movie entertainment, would anyone care? If people only use Spotify to listen to music, would anyone care? But people just want to police what other people do in the game community. It's just so weird. Like the people who just look at people's trophies and say, hey, you aren't playing enough games. You technically aren't a gamer, even though you probably got other responsibilities in life to do other than just play video games 24/7. It's just weird policing tactics. The actual correct word people use is gatekeeping tactics on the internet. They want to gatekeep who can be so-called gamers or what the gamers do. It's just real weird. Why has hating on people who use a subscription service to save money become normal? I don't know. Do you think the same people that use Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Spotify don't be ridiculous? Game Pass is one of the best things to happen to the gaming industry, and I don't even use it. Games have never been so accessible to so many people, and that's what it's all about. People grinding their ass off in a 9 to 5 who can't afford the splurge of $70 on the releases. Kids in low-income households. It's nothing but beneficial to consumers. But sure, let's alienate those folks further. Yeah. Or even a rise of free-to-play games. You can play games like Fortnite. I think Roblox is free too. You can play those games completely free, and those are one of the top selling games of all time. The biggest games for right now at this current moment. So, let's see. Here in the UK, we're in the middle of a cost of living crisis. Mortgage rates are rising. Fuel prices are through the roof. I think that's everywhere right now. Like everywhere is hard. But the cost of living has gone up tremendously. So I don't think that's just the UK thing. So people want to save money by using Game Pass. I don't see what the big deal is. I think it's great that people who wouldn't normally be able to afford to play so many games get to play via Game Pass. Isn't it their choice? I thought everybody could decide what they spend their money on. I wouldn't focus just on Game Pass, ignore everything else. But why criticize those who prefer to get their games 100% through Game Pass? Yeah, if they did decide to do that, why does it bother this guy? What annoys you about buying games unless it comes in Game Pass? Seems like it wouldn't affect you at all. To each his own, really. I use Game Pass as a filler while there is anything else out. Owning all the platforms keeps me pretty busy, and I sneak in some of the smaller Game Pass titles when I can. Doesn't bug me at all if people just use it for Game Pass. Yeah, if somebody just use Game Pass just to play all their games on, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me. But the fact that there's some people out there who are truly bothered by that. It's just fascinating. It is not that serious. Who cares? At least they're playing games. I mean, why is he complaining that you are using a service that you pay for? I would think that people who pirate games would affect this guy more because they're at least not even supporting the industry at all. They're just getting their games for free. But this guy's complaining about people who actually support the industry. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you take issue with how someone else enjoys their hobby? I completely agree. Like, why does me enjoying my hobby a certain way affect you? Don't know. Literally, why do you care if someone else decides to use their money and what games they play? It's very weird. Just weird gatekeeping stuff right here. Game Pass gamers are okay. Social media Philly boy just as worse. Console fanboy players, they are worse. Xbox gamers don't do this. They just have been having a lot of good games on Game Pass recently. Yeah, the games for Game Pass recently have been just amazing. Like right now, I am pretty much playing exclusively Game Pass. I'm playing Like a Dragon Ishin, Dead Space Remake, and Starfield. So Game Pass is... I can't help the Game Pass is just delivering great, amazing games on the service. So they are also missing on some brilliant games. As the Sony fanboys do the exact same thing. Very strange way for gamers to game. People who moan about others playing games work and how they like are annoying. Or we are broke. Once again, the broke narrative. I was waiting for that to pop up. People are just broke. That's why they don't use Game Pass. Because Sony fanboys like to say that dumb crap. But it's like, hey, because you're saving money on Game Pass, you get to use more of that money to buy more games or whatever else you're into with a hobby or so. But it's just so stupid. You don't know these people's financial status or why they only use Game Pass. So don't assume it. It is their choice. Don't worry about it. I'm not a subscription guy, but why do you even care? It's just a little weird. It is really weird. Why do you care about what games other people play? Feel free to spend $70 on mid. Nobody cares what you do. Once again, why do you care? Do you know their financial situation? Let's just say if the person was really poor, they're really poor, the only games they can't afford is on Game Pass, you have to be a complete a-hole to make fun of them if that's the situation. Like, I'm just being, like, let's be real here. If they are just in a financial situation, a real poor one, and you trash them because they don't play Game Pass, then you are a piece of garbage at the end of the day. Like, why do you even care to begin with? But I don't know. Why are they annoying? They're paying for the service. Yeah, as long as you're paying your due, you're paying your service, then it's like, why do you care? Just a weird group of people on the internet. Like, I have never seen so many people so obsessed with how somebody spends their money or how somebody spends their time with their money. It's just weird, just gatekeeping. Literally mind your own business. That's a good one right there. Just mind your business. Is a life lesson most people should learn right there. That's their choice. There are plenty of games on Game Pass, and if you got one on there you like to play, where's the justification in buying other things? It's not for you to dictate how other people spend their time and money. People who concern themselves with other people's personal choices are effing annoying. That is facts right there. Yeah, F those guys who want to check notes, save money. Yeah. Oh man. Get off your high horse and STFU. Yeah. Didn't they just have Last of P release too? That was another great game too. I haven't even tried that game yet, but yeah. A lot of great games have been hitting Game Pass. So I wouldn't blame someone if they only use Game Pass to play a big chunk of these games for this year. So those are just my thoughts about this. Again, I think this guy's a clown for even like being concerned about what people use their money on. It's just very weird if they use Game Pass and have to only play their video games. I think it's very weird that he cares so much about it. But here you go. This is modern day gatekeeping for the gaming industry right here. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like if you like this video. That's all. Thanks for watching, and peace.